for the top of the sixth. And to the plate for Kansas City, Josh Van Dyke. Zimborski back to work. That one missed.
Well, these Royals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And he drops it down the third baseline. And foul ball.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance to make the contact with that pitch.
Late swing, fouled off. And a pitch. Late with the swing there. Got him looking. And he's down on strikes for the second time today. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Agustin Ruiz steps in for the Royals. To the right side, and that one handled. Fidrich. Jump throw across his body. Out number 3. Back here in Cleveland. Now here is Sean Fidrich. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
On to first. One up, one down. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Brandon Sampson. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. On the outside corner, and that is strike 1. Swinging a foul, pushed off to the right. That one misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And there's a ball.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Serrano has a beat on it. Puts it away for the out. And stepping in is the speedy Jason Van Dyke. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. In for a strike. 0-1. Van Dyke, a former All-Star, 25 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. The pitch.
No, inside.
And that one missing low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two outs. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And here it comes. That's inside. Hunter Waldron in the on-deck circle. And a pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And a pitch. Ground ball, left side. And it gets by him.
Well, he really had to battle for that one. Man, that was so fun to watch. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Hunter Waldron will hit next. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. He's safe.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
And the righty deals.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And the 0-2. Goes down looking. Back here at the ballpark, and now the first baseman, Eric Vidrich. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
The 0-1. And that one fouled off. That hits the dirt. Going to count 1-2.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
The 1-2. Stays alive. Kicks and fires. That's down and in. Good eye right there.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Santos sizes this one up. He's there. He's got it. One down. So here's the cleanup hitter, Pedro Serrano. Ball one, no strikes. The Royals yet to pick up a hit here. The 1-1 is fouled off. One, two now. And misses inside. Got him looking. Down on strikes, and he knew it.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Still no hits on the board. 1 out away from taking the no-no into the 8th. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
Here's a line drive, and that's going to end the no-hitter. It's a base hit. So history wasn't meant to be in this one, but it's been quite the performance.
Man, that's tough for a pitcher to swallow. I mean, when you're right on the brink of a no-hitter, just pitched a heck of a game, just couldn't make it to the finish line.
Next to hit, Dominique Telshaw. That one's in there, 0-1. The tying run at the plate. And that's in for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Devin Zimborski loosening up for manager David Bell. And he deals.
1 ball.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Prado, the runner at first with 2 gone. At the belt and fires. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Royals lead 1. They trail it here 2-0. And welcome back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the catcher, Josh Welch. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. Here comes a pitch. Right side. Serrano under it. Hauls it in for the out.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Jonah Young, the next to hit, 1 for 2. First offering misses the mark. And that's too high. Kicks and deals. Just missed.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And a couple of quick outs. Now the left fielder, Jeff Matheson, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. In there, and it's 0-1.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
0-2 now. That one to first. He takes it on his own. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. We're at the top of the 8th. Now the third baseman, number 16. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
He swings and fouls one off. The pitch. Checks his swing. Now it appealed to first. And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Gary Simmons. Got him swinging. And next up for the Royals, Dustin Harris. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. And ball 1. Here's a 1-1. And now 2-1 after that missed inside. Two now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his second strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And now the shortstop, Josh Van Dyke. And that's in there for strike 1. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
And he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
Ball 1 low. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. 8 innings, 8 zeros as the shutout continues here. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. The Guardians lead it 2-0. New pitcher in the game for the Royals, Dallas O'Connell.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
Luis Gomez now at the plate. And the pitch. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. The wide to kick the pitch. That one fouled off. The next pitch misses. Now 1-2. And that one off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
So up next, Romeo Santos. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Ripped on a line. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Sean Vidrich. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Bullpen action for the Royals. Dylan Coleman appears to be getting loose. The 0-1. On the ground to first. Vidrich takes it himself. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Looks like he's heading back out for the 9th as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the second baseman, Kyle Hess. Zimborski back to work. And a foul ball.
He's been so sharp today, even over 100 pitches thrown. His skipper is leaving him in there to finish the job.
Next offering upstairs. There's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Fought off foul. A little bit low. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Van Dyke makes a nice running catch.
Well, I think the wind ended up being a factor right there. It's whipping in from right field right now. So otherwise, I think that ball's out of here.
So it's their last chance in this one. So up now for Kansas City, Eric Vidrich. That one's in there, 0-1. Late swing fouled off.
A little tardy on that fastball. He's going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Upstairs.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And a 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That's out to center field. And that'll do it.
Really incredible performance on the mound. You know he's going to stew a little bit over that one hit that he gave up, because when you look at the body of work, so dominant, if he'd have made just one better pitch, perhaps he'd have a no-hitter.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.